Come on, you got a level with yourself. What's wrong?
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Marky. We're back with another episode of my boy FarkleP in Skyrim. This episode, we're going to do mercer frey in the ruins of Urkendons, or however the hell you pronounce that shitty ass fucking
Sorry, I'm afraid I...
dungeon. But we about to do it. And we are going to be able to spell sort it up this whole dungeon right here because we do now have, as I said in the last I showed you in the last episode, Marky has his nightingale here now, so he's broken. He's broken in terms of one-handed builds. He's broken. We are going to improve his gear a little bit better later because we are going to make some one-handed potions later. And try to we're going to get some more fortified one-handed gear.
I know when I feel good and when I do not.
So where's the closest to this? The closest place to the Snowvale. So we're going to run there from Snowvale. Hey, Maggie, serious question. By the way, say hi, I'm recording.
Oh, hey.
Also, serious question. Do you like the bear mount better, or would you rather me go get Marky or go get Farkle a horse?
I like the bear mount.
Yeah, I like the bear too. So worth it, man. Look at this bear. He's such a good one. Seriously, this is cool as fuck. I'm riding an armored bear in the battle. Like, y'all noobs. I'm riding an armored bear. Screw you noobs. Forget it. I'm sorry for all y'all noobs out there who are riding horses in your playthroughs of Skyrim. But look at this. This bear has unlimited stamina. I can run forever. I can run on super speed mode forever. A horse can't do that. Look at this. He hasn't once stopped. He's just kept running. So long as that, he's just kept running. This bear has not stopped once. He has not stopped. He has not slowed down once.
I haven't mentioned one thing I look for in flight data.
The other thing you have to watch out for this bear is, because it's not a traditional mount of Skyrim, he does ignore collision. So, like, the easiest way to put it is if you use this bear and you run down a steep slope, he ignores collision of the mount. He ignores the collision, so you can just end up in a situation where you're falling instead of running because the bear ignores collision. Because it's not a traditional mount that you're supposed to have, so he just literally just ignores collision running down mountain slopes. It's the same thing with the Dwarven motorbike I showed you guys. That one ignores collision too because they're not traditional mounts of Skyrim. They literally just they can have a small potential to ignore collision running down mountains. It's annoying.
I thought I didn't pop in for the kid to get Jerry. What's Jerry wearing? I mean, that means they're getting all kinds of stuff, and if Jerry's casual, I mean, everybody can be embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Well, I tell them where it's not like. I'll get it. Fine. Oh, you're well in the wrong place.
We're gonna go ahead and discover this inn because we're gonna need this for later. We're gonna do the Dark Brotherhood quest line, so we're gonna need this for later.
Debbie, we're thinking. Mr. Roberts is here.
In fact, as soon as we're done with this blindsided quest, we're gonna start that. Actually, so it's gonna be fun. We're gonna start the Dark Brotherhood quest line as soon as we're done with this. Basically, the reasoning for us doing that is because we want this special alchemy ring called Yuri's ring, and then we also want the shrouded cowl for the extra bow damage on a god bow for when we have to kill it, for when we have to kill a whole area of enemies. It kills them go down faster. So let's end this. Let's scald our tank. Let our big boy bear thank for us. Who's a good bear? Making this run a hell of a lot easier for us in this small little confined space here. She's got a Tonto. Cool. We're not going to take it though because we don't need it. He's a good bear. Skull's a good bear. Skaldor, or however you pronounce his name. Skull's a good bear. We're going to call him Skald. Skald? Call him Skald. Skald's a good bear. Okay, so this is going to be useful for us later because we're going to be making an alchemy suit to make our fortified one-handed potions. This is going to be useful because we need a necklace and a ring to enchant those. Also, I believe off cam I went and I got it. Yeah, off cam I went and I got an amulet of Mara to make our restoration spells cost less to cast. So essentially, meaning we can cast a healing spell for longer, which is very useful. Well, that and we're gonna be doing that, and we're gonna be marrying. We're gonna be getting a wife for him soon. Once we complete the main quest line, we're gonna get him to marry Camilla. Camilla Galerius. If you don't know who she is, she's just the shopkeeper's wife at the Riverwood Trader. But once you return the golden claw to them, you're able to marry Camilla. She becomes variable, which is good because
Howard, it was very nice chatting with you on the phone.
which is good because it gives you basically it gives you a shopkeeper at your house. So like when you run and shit, like you tell her, hey, this is my house, she'll move in with you, like that little small hole in the wall in Riverwood, or not Riverwood, in Whiterun that we have. I believe we're gonna find out if she can move in there. If she can, it's fine because we're gonna get a buttload of gold for completing the Dark Brotherhood quest line. So we'll just buy these.
Let's try to finish like this next time. What are you concerned? That's two.
That's all in your head.
We'll just find like a small discount house, like we'll buy like Breeze Home or something. We'll be our boy Farkle won't be struggling financially for very long. He's gonna be rich doing the Dark Brotherhood quest line. He's gonna be rich. He's not gonna be struggling financially once we complete that. Our boy Farkle's gonna be rich.
Makes a lot more sense. It doesn't make sense. What are they doing out till 1:30 in the morning?
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Well, we were just standing around chatting. I mean, the three of us, we always chat like this. We're nice people. We do it all the time. We talk the night away. As a matter of fact, we were talking about the time. You know, it was 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, no kidding. Listen, why don't we all go to bed? I'm going to bed.
She spawned in with the new ringmail armor. This is one of the mods, and the Orcish Saber. Okay. Oh, shh! That's a damage. That's not a gear card, actually. Why does it say that? Man, see, this is bad for us, honestly. This gear is bad, but if you wanted to know some of the newer mods, the newer armors that I get here, this is one of them. One of the potential sets of armor that you can get.
Howard, we
can take these dwarven arrows. We can take that. We don't need a scroll of fate on that.
Good idea, Bob. I have a feeling I'm going to be here quite a while.
this, we'll have the skeleton key, which we're gonna go return to the sanctum that is the sepulcher. After that, we are going to return it to the toilet. Yeah, I'm not opening that. We'll come back here later with the tower stone and we'll open that. That is if you can even return here. I'm not sure. I've never actually attempted to return here after I've completed.
Oh! Yeah, right there. Where are you? Right here. Oh yeah, yeah, right. Here I am. Hi, Howard. I guess Carol is back from lunch. No, I ain't seen you. I've never been in your office before. Well, this is where you do it. Where I do it.
So, this
Be
room
different.
is filled with water spheres. Be careful.
I forget.
If you get into any trouble here, you just hide under the stairs.
Oh, Phoenix.
There's always going to be 3 in this room. You can't get out it. There's these fire advantage, just make them run through the fire. There's not really anything you can do outside of that. Just focus healing and just run away. Because these guys do hit like trucks and it's just really hard to fight them.
Started when I was 18.
There's multiple ones like that, it's just really hard to fight. So just run. You'll be straight, just run away.
Even you're like that, I was her big brother, and I just left her all alone with nobody but mom and dad. I don't know.
I don't think it'll spawn them in with us, but I'm gonna spam the heal just in case.
I don't know where, I just was waiting, and I just...
No, they are. No, shit, no, come on, get them off, get them off, get them off, get them off. Alright, so we can just kite them to these guys.
And then that's why I feel so guilty, and that's why I'm totally protected them, bro. Listen, I just take a couple minutes.
They get down.
You're a good psychologist, Tom. What you've done for me. You're so drained. I know, it's fucking Phoenix. And I've been walking around holding all that in all these years.
We have to catch up to him before it's too late.
Hold on,
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
turn this up because Maggie has her volume too loud on her fucking thing and I can't hear my damn game audio, plus I have an earache. Plus I have a massive earache, so we're gonna turn this volume up a little bit.
My sister someone's watching TV.
Mercer's been here. I hope we aren't too late.
I've never had a
Brynjolf and I found them like that. Mercer's doing. We have to catch up to him before it's too... We should tread carefully. I wouldn't be surprised.
So the rest of this dungeon should be relatively easy. Basically what you want to do is you want to just run through here, and if you're having any problems with like enemies, if you have any problems with the enemies, just run towards Brynjolf and Carlia and let Brynjolf take the aggro, and then you just run.
What's that? It's Mercer. Look, down there.
I'm on it, lass. Damn it.
And then you just, once you run to them, once you run to Brynjolf, he'll take the aggro away from you, because he's going to be hitting them, and then you can just run back in and hit them. It's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy dungeon to complete here. The only hard fight is with Mercer, because he can insta-kill you. I've actually been insta-killed by Mercer several times before, on multiple times. See, things like these fall bursts, they hit my troops.
Just as I was getting water.
Okay, with this. activate the lever, and you just sprint and run to the other side. Just don't stop sprinting. Run to the other side as fast. You gotta get to the other side as fast as you can. When you're about low, stop sprinting, because this will have been enough time for the sprint for you to get to both sides. Now you see both sides are spinning. Watch the gates. That's gonna open, and then you want to run down here.
Who's that?
Don't give no quarter.
Fight them. Bring you off, like I said. Let bring you off take aggro for you.
What was that?
Looks like we can take the low road or the high road across this chamber.
Now, it doesn't matter which way you take. Both ways in this place lead to the exact place that you need to go. So it doesn't matter whether you take low or high road, they both lead to the same place. I've actually explored both paths. If you're having trouble, make sure you just kite them to Brynjolf. Let Brynjolf deal the aggro. That is, if Brynjolf is near you. Sometimes they pull enemies in here and then they don't, like, say, like, they engage this Falmer over here. So they're not going to be able to run to you and help you right away because they're both engaged with this Falmer right here. But if you kite them to them, they will kill them for you. Like, they'll help you kill them. Why am I taking so much damage? What the fuck?
Show me you've got what it
We don't want to die here, so we're going to back up a little bit, and we're going to go. I'm taking way too much damage here. Why? How am I taking that much damage from a Falmer? Shit. No! What the fuck? We might have the god bow. We might have to, yeah, no, we're gonna have to pop the god bow. These guys hurt. We're gonna have to pop the god bow, boys. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to pop the god bow. Later on, at some point, we are going to replace that with the bound bow. But for now, we're going to choose the god bow because the god bow that got modded in with one of my mods, just because it makes it easier. We're going to god bow it up here. Whoa! 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 I did not mean to fall off the edge there. I did not mean to do that. The reasoning for us wanting the another reason for us doing the Dark Brotherhood questline is because of the Shroud of Bow. It gives us 35% more bow damage, which is going to be immensely useful late game when we're running through dungeons and we need to be stealthy. That's going to be immensely useful.
Crime is one
get the
thing.
key back.
Murder is another. Mercer will answer. Short bones. Look at that monstrosity.
It's a dwarven centurion. Very tough and very deadly.
We can take the beast on or sneak around. It's your call, lad. We're right behind you.
Now that's what I call a god bow. Look at that shit. I just one-shotted a dwarven centurion. That shit doesn't happen very often, I'll tell you that right now. Alright, you're going for shit. The magic gun. Oh, points in the magic gun. We're 7 away from those. We might as well. We don't need to put any more into this. Any more points in the archery. We 3 points away from that. We're 1 point away from that, so we're just going to save that.
The eyes would go a long way in helping get the guild back on its feet.
We do need to put some perk points into something, though. We have 3. We'll put 1 in the alchemist because we are going to be making. We'll put 2 in the alchemist because we are going to be making some alchemy potions later. And then we'll save the other perk point for recovery. With the bound bow, we would have been able to accomplish pretty much the same thing there. But it's cool that I can do like that because we just basically just cleared it. Make it
Who's there? What was that?
There you are.
Scared him off. This is where we saw Mercer.
I don't know how they seen this far into the dungeon.
We'll never see him again. Rest.
Okay, these are all the locks in this area are not mandatory. You do not need to open them to progress.
To the pain then.
Bless you, Lady of Shadows. I live another day.
Like I said, another thing you have to worry about, you have to be extremely careful. Again, as I said, if you're going to use the dawn bow with the exploding arrows, be very careful when near allies because you can make them turn hostile if you accidentally hit them too many times with the bow. Assault file, those would be useful for us later. Lingering, stamina poisons, weak poison, weak lingering poison. Frostbite venom, frostbite. Take the frostbite venom. I think all these poisons here. Bloody, no, we don't need it. Take these poisons, they're going to be useful later.
Nightingale.
I could use some practice. There you are.
Bless you, Lady of Shadows. I live another day. This place, it's like a maze. How did the dwarves find their way around? We must be beneath the lake. Your life is falling. Who's there?
I heard something.
Come, coward. Now we us.
You cool, Bryn? I hit you so hard with that. You cool, bud? You cool? He's cool. He's cool. Like I said, yeah, you have to watch out because these arrows explode, so you can hit multiple. You can hit your allies with them. You could give your doggo to a follower.
I'll tear you apart. Come on, show me you've got what it takes.
Shadows take you! Your death will be swift! Darkness consume you!
That's what
send you
happens
to
when you
your
cross
rest.
the guild.
Also, don't at me for this, but when we need ingredients for potions, I'm going to be spawning the items in with console commands. So don't at me. This isn't a collection run. This is me going. This isn't going to be me going all around Skyrim collecting reagents and shit for my potions. If I need a reagent or an ingredient, I'm gonna spawn it into the game via console command. Don't at me. I don't care what y'all think. I'm a cheater. So I'm not a cheater. Console commands is perfectly legit. There's nothing in the game's lore that says you can't
He's
use
here.
console commands.
And he hasn't seen it yet. Brynjolf, watch the door.
Aye, lass. Nothing's getting by me.
Climb down that ledge. See if you can...
Carlisle, when will you learn you can't get the drop on me? When Brynjolf brought you before me, and at that moment I knew it would end with... What's Carl? Nocturnal doesn't care about you, the key, or anything having to do with the guild.
It doesn't matter what you say here. Like,
Then it appears the shadow. Our actions have always been one in this. It's clear. Instead, you've chosen to fall. Then the die is cast, and once again, my blade will taste nightingale blood.
Wait,
Carlisle,
I hear
I'll deal
something.
with.
What's happening? I can't stop myself.
Damn you, mercer. Fight it, Brynjolf. It's taken control of you.
I'm sorry, lass. I can't.
Fight me.
we're just gonna Godwell kill his ass. Like, fuck you. Fuck you, Mercer. Okay, so now when you retrieve the skeleton key, this place will start crumbling to the ground. You need to get out of here as soon as you can. Make sure to take away anything from him that you want. The Dwarven Sword of Devouring is going to be useful for later. This Reverend Thunderbolt, this is going to be useful. We're going to get a stronger version of it. So, now, there's only one way out of this
Let's
room.
get out of here.
No luck there, lass. Something must be
You have to let the root flood.
falling on the other side of the door because it isn't moving.
Find another way out of here before the place fills with water.
Carrying too much. Okay. I was wondering why Farkle couldn't carry, wasn't running. We're gonna. We can drop this. Drop that. Okay, now you have to let the place flood. I know, it's scary. You're like, I'm gonna die. I promise you, because this Now I'm gonna snatch his head. Now if you keep going up to the water, wherever the water goes, you go up. A secret exit right here. If you can make it up here with the water before the water flows through. There we go.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
I can't believe it's over. All that remains is to ensure the safe return of the skeleton key. I'm afraid it's when the skeleton. The only way to bring it back, it wasn't as a consequence. Brynjolf, and I'm afraid you'll have to face the end. Take this. I've had this boy almost my entire life, and it's never let me down.
Okay, so now she's gonna give us a nightingale bow, and we're gonna become over encumbered again. So apparel, let's see, what do we don't need? That's from a mod I got that allows me to share a horse or a mount with another with a follower. Gonna put the thieves guild on.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Okay, now we're gonna go to our hut and our little hole. We're gonna go to our little cabin, our little small little hut, hole cabin, and white run real quick. Go white run stables, and then we're gonna store some stuff in here that we don't need. Weapons are in here. They're all still in here, all intact. Now we can store. That's gonna be useful later. Store this. Store this. Store this. Actually, we can store that. We don't need it. Store the gold diamond necklace for now. There should be lots of jewelry in here that we can take for later, but that's not very fun for now. All right, come on, come out of here. Okay, you go. The fastest way to get here is to travel through FarkleP. So we're gonna travel to FarkleP, and we're gonna run through in there from FarkleP. And then there's a
Rhinos can do the petty TV and run the doors. These two notices we had a good bandit trade.
Oh, the intense rain is from the vivid weather mod, and not my vivid weather's mod. In case you're wondering, it's there. It comes with my vivid weather's mod. jump with these though. That's another thing I've noticed. But because they ignore collision, you can jump. You can basically see. They basically ignore collision. So what you can do is you can use that to your advantage to get to places that you normally couldn't get with by get onto my foot. Same way you can exploit that with the horse by jumping with the horse. You can do that with these mobs too. They ignore collision. They're basically horses, except they don't have the same that you can't jump. The game just doesn't allow you to jump with these.
Come back here.
This episode, we're just gonna go ahead and finish up the Thieves Guild. We're finish it all up, and then I'll do the Guildmaster quest line off camp. The Guildmaster, all the rest of the little mini side quest things offline, and then let's just Godbow. Let's just Godbow it up here.
I don't recognize you, but the last of the Nightingales. We were betrayed. Perhaps if I had been more... How do you know of me? The King and Mercer Frey? I owe you a great deal, Nightingale. You've done the Guild a great... My only regret is that... Carla, I feared she'd befall... From the moment I arrived... When Mercer stole... Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the pilgrim's path to the Evermere and replacing the key.
Okay, so this path, this part is very hard. There's lots of areas where you have to keep on sprinting until you take no damage. You cannot stop sprinting in these areas. You will die. If you stop sprinting for even a second, you will die.
I sense a presence.
Death comes for you now.
These guys have elven arrows. These are going to be useful for us later when we start using Ariel's bow as a vampire to get the perks all the time. Just loot all of these sentinels. They all have elven arrows, and you're going to be getting a lot more elven arrows later in the game. But for now, this is the earliest you can get a hold of elven arrows. So take advantage of that and loot up as many of these as you can. Watch out, I think that's a trap. Don't hit that. If you're running through this speed, don't hit that trap.
I sense
just don't hit the trap. Get us. They know we're here.
The endless comes for us all.
Don't be like me and hit that trap. Some of these guys have more elven arrows than others, so be aware of that. Okay, remember that part where I said you have to keep sprinting? That part is right now. Just heal off and keep sprinting. If you have a healing spell, now is like if you have a healing spell, spam. This is the time to spam it because this area, it hurts. There's this floor is poison. I have not found a way to get past this area. Now taking a ton of damage from that poison, but the fastest way, just sprint, just run through. Just sprint through and heal. Spam heals at the end, because I think that's the only way I've discovered. It's the easiest way to do that. These are from a mod. don't worry about these. It's for my half dragon race playthrough that I'm gonna be doing. It's for my half dragon race playthrough that I'm doing right now. Basically just testing the limits of that class and seeing what I can do with it. It doesn't show you how to get through the Pilgrim's Path. You kind of have to figure it out on your own. So now, this chain, pull it, and then there's another chain over here. Pull it, and it splits out the lights and opens up this door. Sprint through here because that there's axe traps, and watch out for the log trap. Watch out for the log trap that was triggered. Don't be an idiot like me and trigger that. Oh, remember that perk that we wanted? The avoid that recovery perk? We're gonna go ahead and put our perk point, one of our perk points into that right now. Magical weekends faster. That's a good perk because we are a spell sword. We are going to be mainly a spell sword. Okay, this is another one of those areas where you have to just run. You can just run through. There's no enemies. You don't have to run through here, but there's no enemies here. All the enemies are gone. Now, you have to fall here. Don't worry, you won't die. You will get minor fall damage, but you won't die. Anders' message, loot this, and just take everything off of him. We can just do it like this. So what happened? And then all you gotta do is read his message, and the floor will collapse. It won't. I'm not sure how to really make the floor collapse. I know at some point it just collapses. You get close to the skeleton, where the skeleton key is supposed to go, and the floor collapses on you. Skeleton key back in the lock. Nocturnal talks to you. You listen to Nocturnal.
What do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre. Now that the Evanmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Evanmere, mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck. The die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Everglow. Farewell, see to it that you stay this time, won't you?
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts. I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife. This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the Sepulchre and step onto a different circle. Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the Sepulchre in order to defend it. The Guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning. Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin, and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be Nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do. Choose your path, and your journey will be complete. Yes, fellow Nightingale?
Shadow Cloak of Nocturnal is what we're gonna pick.
Yes, fellow Nightingale? Farewell. Eyes open. Gallus! I feared I would never see you. I was afraid you'd become like the others.
If it were not for the actions of this Nightingale, your fears would have come true. He honors us all.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Farewell, Gallus. Eyes open. Walk with the shadows.
Goodbye, Carlisle.
Yes, Nightingale? What is it?
So you can ask her about Gallus and everything, but this part of the quest line is done.
The shadows.
You don't need to be here anymore. You can leave. And now, every single time you come back, you can just go through this portal and it'll take you right to the Computer Sanctum, and you don't have to run through all that. You don't have to run through the Pilgrim's Path anymore. And thus ends the Thieves Guild questline. Well, the main part of it anyway. And then I will do all of the quests for getting the Thieves Guild back up and running to its full strength off cam. And in the next episode, our boy Farkle will become the Guild Master. And the Guild Master of the Thieves Guild. And we will begin the Dark Brotherhood questline.
It's good to see you in one piece, love. I just wanted to give you a proper thank you for everything you've done. The Guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key? That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the Guild decline. But enough of that. I'm confident that with you, I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skims. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more than their fair share. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the Guild, May it last another 1,000 years. Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
We gotta activate the Shrine of Nocturnal to get these benefits. The Blessing of Nocturnal basically gives you... Where's it at? It makes you 10% harder to attack, which is going to be useful. I have the Imperious Races of Skyrim mod, or whatever you call it. That's why I have extra race benefits and stuff on Farkle now. That'd be it for this episode, guys. I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoy.